Dace Man Show, featuring Gibby, Frank Ward, Cheever, Tips, Sir Nicholas Andrew, Frank Klein, Chris Bompadre. This is Travis Goss welcoming you to the Dace-tacular basement in Batesford, New Jersey with your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
What's up, Dace-tacular Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show. I am your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace, and joining me as always to my left, Gibby.
Oh, we had a good show, guys.
Chris Bompadre's back.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And I've got nothing. So,
There's gonna be a lot of dead air.
All right, then I'll see you guys next year.
next year. Anyway, I know there's something you guys really want to talk about, and I'll just throw it out there right out the gate. I started yoga today.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
I'm feeling bendable. Like, I never used to be able to get my knee that high. You've never seen my knee on this podcast.
That's
Nope.
true.
But yeah, today's day one.
All right.
Day one.
I also switched my breakfast sandwich. It's no longer sausage, egg, and cheese.
Bacon.
Sausage and egg.
It's turkey, sausage, white egg, and cheese. Half the calories.
Why's it got to be white?
Well, because yellow ones, more calories.
All right, I know that Hong Kong stuff is going on, but you don't got to say it like that.
Damn.
Oh, shit. There goes all our viewers. They're all in China, and we just lost them all.
Sorry, Pooh Bear.
China just
Oh, bother.
banned us. Banned us.
Oh, bother. Other than that, I know the real topic you guys want to talk about.
There's a couple topics I can talk about.
The yoga thing.
The yoga thing.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
do? You do like the doggy style or whatever it's called?
Well, it's DDP yoga. And
Oh,
I've
not
seen
this
that
shit
kind of
again.
video.
yeah. So I have
Oh, wait.
I have the app now. So if you'd like to borrow the discs, you can. Either or. But it's more intense yoga because it's the dynamic resistance.
Is it the hot yoga they talk about?
No,
Okay.
because I think hot yoga is just they turn up the temperature.
I don't like that.
This is more like as you're doing like a pull in, you're doing it like you're putting your own resistance to it.
Okay.
Is it cold yoga?
I was a little chilly. So that you're doing that stuff, and then he also gave it all wrestling names. So
All right,
into
there
the
you go.
diamond cutter,
There you go.
Hulk it out, type stuff.
That's cool.
Deja vu. I feel like I've talked about this before.
Probably.
Did you start yoga 3 years ago and then stop?
Probably.
He's been on and off of that routine for every other year for the
Every
past
time
10
someone
years.
takes my picture,
I know
I
that
go,
feeling.
oh, I should do something. But yeah, I started doing that. If you want to borrow the discs, I got the streaming service. It's $8.99 a month after a 30-day trial. I'm gonna lose all my weight in 30 days,
Okay.
and then just cancel.
That's faster than you canceled World of Warcraft.
It's true.
That is true.
Oh, so completely unrelated note. Well, kind of, because it's just not canceling things.
Okay.
I've been paying for stars on Alexa.
Huh?
Shut up. Like there was it's like, oh, your channels. I had stars. I thought it came with it.
Uh-huh.
No, I've been paying for it for like 4 months.
Did you watch
Oh, that's
Vikings?
No. I was like, oh, that's cool. I can just see what's on stars. I don't want to watch any of that. Let it move on. But I've been paying $7.99 a fucking month for this and had no idea.
Not worth it. Fuck you, stars.
Because Randy was like, oh, can you subscribe to the free trial that Nick hits? Because she wanted to watch the Avatar Last Airbender.
Okay.
And I was like, sure. She's like, just make sure you go in and cancel your subscription right away after you try it.
Right.
So I go in there, I'm like, what the fuck have I been paying for stars? And you look at the order history, it's like since April. It's like, what?
It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Can I yell at somebody?
Yeah, get him.
Shows how
Get
much
'em.
he watches.
I don't, well, it comes out as Amazon. I'm like, oh, that's probably something else I bought.
Right. It got lost in the minutia.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck you, Hulu. Because
Hulu.
the 30-day trials, like say you got Netflix and like 6 days later you canceled it, you can still watch it for 24 days. Hulu, if you cancel it 6 days in, that's it. They don't give you the rest of the free period.
What?
Yeah.
Are they the only one? That's Disney for you.
You
There
can't
it is.
preemptively cancel it.
There it is.
That's ridiculous.
Garbage.
That way,
You
they'll hope you
accidentally paid
forget.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget.
So much better.
So much better.
So much. Gibby.
That's fair.
We talk more about Disney.
Kevin Feige.
Now, what the hell is he? Because I already thought he was Overlord and
So
War Commander.
he was only in charge of the Marvel Studios branch, so that's anything that hits the theaters. And then Jeff Loeb was in charge of television.
Earlobe.
Yes, who was like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Netflix deals, all that jazz.
Okay.
And then Joe Quesada was in charge of the print.
Comics.
Yes. It's now Kevin Feige over everything.
Oh.
Joe Quesada reports to somebody else who's in charge of the print now, and they didn't say anything about Jeff Loeb.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I would hope he sticks around because he did some good work with the Netflix stuff. But at the same time, Overlord Feige.
Right. So he'll be in charge of the Disney Plus stuff and
Everything. Everything going forward.
Right.
To intertwine into one continuity.
I mean, that's good. So you don't have
Agents
three
of
different Spider-Mans.
Or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, glad I wasted 7 years on that.
Hashtag me too.
But what Disney news were you talking about?
No, I was up.
I did notice they launched the entire listing of what's going to be on Disney Plus day one,
Okay.
which I thought was interesting. Specifically, someone went in and broke out all the Star Wars stuff.
All right.
So day one launch for whatever reason, Solo, a Star Wars story won't be on there. Everything else will be, but not Solo.
What about the Spanish one?
The cups, yes.
There's Blizzard news.
Yeah, it sounds like
Sure
there's a
there
lot
is.
of Blizzard news lately.
Blizzard.
So I guess Nintendo kicked well,
Did
they're
he
not
just-
saying it.
Trish me?
Yes.
What?
We're talking Disney, and you went, oh, well, I want to talk about Blizzard.
Yeah.
I'm going to start talking about Blizzard.
That's right.
Hashtag Trish too.
Trish too. That's right.
Go on.
I saw
Talk
that.
about your
I saw that
jizzard.
story. Go ahead.
So Blizzard was supposed to be, well, I guess Activision really, supposed to be at the Nintendo Con or whatever.
Overwatch.
Yeah, up in New York, right?
Up in New York. They're not saying it, but I'm pretty sure Nintendo kicked them out.
That's Disney. I don't know why I did the
yeah.
Mickey laugh.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Because they're supposed to be up there for, oh no, it was Blizzard, because it was Hearthstone.
I thought it was
No.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I thought it was
Overwatch,
Overwatch.
yeah.
Coming to
Overwatch
Switch,
is supposed to be coming to the
etc.
Switch. And they said, fuck you.
That's fair.
All because of China.
Yeah.
Good old China.
I think we could end every story with all because of China.
Wait, why did China stop it?
Did you not watch our show last week?
I try not to when
Holy
I'm not the center.
shit.
Some guy, I'll do it a lot quicker.
Hey.
Some guy won a Hearthstone tournament and he shouted out, he was like, free Hong Kong or do whatever you want. And he got banned, all his money taken away, and the people that interviewed him got fired.
What?
They took it back a little bit, but they still penalized all those people.
Wow! Because he said free Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Just imagine if everybody who said free Tibet was fucking locked up. Be everybody, because everybody said it ironically at least once.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Damn.
And they killed him.
That's right.
They
What?
hired that doctor and they killed him.
Magic shot.
I don't even know what that's
I think he
referencing.
just did heroin.
The magic shot. It's like JFK, the magic bullet.
Magic bullet, yeah.
No, it's
JFK,
magic
Michael
shot.
Jackson,
No,
MJ.
The magic shot got him.
Magic shot gun now. You heard it here first, I'm sure.
Damn.
But, so you're saying you think the speculation is Nintendo kind of pushed Blizzard out for the overreaction?
Yeah, because Nintendo is right. It's
Japan.
such a gaming market. You can't really. Yeah, it's Japan. You can't really fuck with them.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was Nintendo pushing them out or Blizzard kind of canceling because they didn't want people to show up with, Molotov cocktails.
They would want to do it anyway, but Nintendo's the one that wouldn't want that bad publicity attached to their name.
That's true.
Blizzard.
Nintendo is a peerless organization with no drawbacks. Do they have
Right.
anything bad? I don't know. Fuck them. Oh, sorry.
Well, they seem to flag everybody anytime they do a Twitch stream.
That's true.
Oh, we are live.
And the
Boom.
What the NBA's even having issues because the one owner
Yeah,
tweeted out.
Hong Kong was burning LeBron jerseys today.
Yeah, they were.
Good. We want to do that in America, but, it's frowned upon. Worse than the flag.
Right.
Unfortunately.
He's the 28th Amendment. Hashtag King James. I don't know.
I don't follow basketball.
I don't watch golf.
I think it's just hilarious at how people are reacting to this
That's hilarious.
politicalness.
South Park.
South Park.
The entire season has been against China. Randy's trying to sell his weed, so he takes it over to China. And then in the episode, he does a favor for the Chinese president to kill Winnie the Pooh because he looks like the president.
Okay.
And Mickey Mouse is like, we got to do this so I can keep Disney over here. And then they like strangle and kill Pooh Bear in front of Piglet.
Oh my God.
And then the next episode, Tally's like, I'm not going to work for you until you say, fuck China. And Randy's like, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Say it or I'm not coming back. And he goes, fuck China. And then Matt and Trey had to write an apology letter to the fucking president, and it was just dripping with sarcasm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that people have pointed out that you look like Winnie the Pooh. But we handled it.
We handled it, yes.
He's dead.
But, yeah, they got banned. Or at least this season got banned, I know, in China. You can't even watch it there.
Yeah.
Of South Park? Yeah, that makes sense, because it's been heavily Chinese. Except for the first episode, where Cartman discovers ice. He's walking by an agent, and he goes, what's going on here? Oh, we got an anonymous tip that this family was here illegally. He's like, wait, you can just call somebody and they come and take people? Yeah, it was an anonymous tip. We're making America great again. Oh, okay. Next scene. Hey, Kyle, anything you want to apologize for today? What the fuck are you talking about, fat ass? Don't say I didn't try to warn you. Then ice breaks into Kyle's fucking house and takes him. And then later on in the episode, Cartman comes walking into the same detention center, and Kyle's like, how the fuck did you get here? It's like, well, Clyde was being a dick, and I said, if you don't stop it, I'm going to call ice on you. And he's like, no, you can't do that. I was like, I did it to Kyle, and then Stan got pissed off and called ice on me. And here I am. And then he goes, it's a hard knock life for us. And then they were gone the second episode because they just kept the continuity that they were in a detention center.
I like it.
I like it.
Commitment.
Yeah. But yeah, China, fuck them. Next topic.
Boom.
Damn, topics.
Apex
Legend
Predator.
Predators. Randy Orton.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's what they call him, the Apex Predator.
Oh, sorry.
Just keep going with it.
All right, so there I was,
There I
in
was.
the 18th grade.
Okay, how'd that go?
Fucking go for pop.
How was your drive?
Oh,
Pull or hook it?
it was good. I caught a few red lights, but I'm all right. All right, so I tried out the new mode in Apex Legends.
Okay.
Shadowfall, Fighter, Fight, Night.
Fight or flight?
Fright. Right. Fighter, Fright, Flight. Like when you're a mouse and you flee. All right, so 30 solo players drop into nighttime.
Oh, it was I thought it was 60.
30. I have had 28 to 31, so I just say 30.
Okay.
30 solo players drop into nighttime Kings Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's glowing green. And you can see the first circle as you're in the ship. So you have an idea where to go.
That happened the last time we had solos as well.
Okay, I didn't play any of those.
Yeah.
When you die, if you were in the first not top 10 to die, you turn into a shadow and you respawn back and you automatically drop in towards wherever. Shadows can only melee. Shadows can't open doors or supply bins. They can take zip lines.
Quick as fucking balls.
They're quick and they can jump. And you don't see them coming. If you're a shadow and you see a live player, they're glowing red, like with heat.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just walking around, you don't see the shadows basically at all, just because it's nighttime. They kind of blend in. I was Bloodhound. I could turn on my infrared vision. I saw them real good. I popped 3 of them real quick. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then 2 came up behind me and killed me. But if you die without being the top 10, you turn into a shadow. The top 10, when they turn to 10, like when it's 11, it's still all versus each other. When the 11th dies, those 10 form a team of living players. You all show up on each other's map, etc. And a drop ship comes in the circle. You have to reach the drop ship in time, or the shadows win.
Yep.
It's a weird concept, but sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
Yeah.
But it seems really, really easy for the shadows to win, because if you kill a shadow, they'll just come back.
Yeah.
You can die 3 times, I'm assuming. I only died once as a shadow.
You can die as many times as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. But they also have like no health.
Yeah, they have like, I want to say 30 or 40 health.
I almost feel like a Spitfire has to be the gun of choice when you get into the 10 people alive thing, because you're probably just going to spray and pray most of the time, because you just have to nip them and they'll die.
That's a good strategy, but every game I played, there were 3. The shadows overwhelm people, because when you turn into 10, you don't know where everybody else is, so you're kind of probably spread out. You're all headed towards the ship.
Everyone knows where the ship is. That's the other problem. That's what
Right.
I don't really
So
like
the shadows
about
can
it.
wait
Yeah.
right there.
basically once it happens, all the shadows group up on the drop ship.
Yeah.
And then the other players try to group up with themselves and then try and go. I don't get it, but that's my only caveat with it is the fact that if you're the shadow, you shouldn't know where the fucking drop ship is.
That makes sense.
Like, you can watch it maybe as it flies down or something, so you have to be somewhat paying attention.
Right.
But putting it on your map, I think, is fucked up.
Yeah, it seems really easy for the shadows to win. I played 3 games and the shadows won every game. I was shadows in 2 of those.
I'm actually a little shocked there's only 30, because I thought it went up to 60 people. Because if it's only 20 shadows, I feel like it's kind of... Well, how hard do they hit?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a standard 30 of like a regular melee.
Yeah.
I feel like my very first game I got 1 shot by a shadow, but when I was a shadow it took like 2 or 3 hits to knock somebody down.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if there's a difference or what happened. But 2 or 3 hits it'll knock somebody down maximum.
Your problem is probably when you're alive, it's probably you versus other players plus the dead people. So
right, it's kind of a weird balance.
Yeah, it's like a major FFA.
Right, and then all the noobs die first, of course, because they suck. Like
Fucking
me.
noobs.
And then
Except him.
I'm a noob.
Yeah.
And then they become the spammy shadows, which I don't know how it balances out.
So is it using the same hop ups and everything? I assume.
Yeah, there's the double tap.
Okay.
Not that I've ever like a full game. Each full game was only about 8 or 9 minutes.
Is the beam sniper rifle on it?
It is. I picked it up and I immediately dropped it. I was like, I don't like this guy.
That might be good in that game though, because you can just shoot and then just scan the horizon and look for hit markers.
That's true. And then a shadow come up behind you and kill you.
True.
But as a shadow bloodhound, I wasn't getting tracks like his thing, which would probably be unfair because most other people's thing isn't passively cool. As Shadow Octane, I'm assuming you don't recover health because you spawn in with like 30 or 40 health.
Probably.
So I don't think character matters too much once you're dead.
Oh yeah, when you're dead, but probably if you're alive, Pathfinder probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, get around.
Okay.
Get somewhere.
Because you could probably, depending upon where it is, but you can probably put a zip line to where you're on top of stuff. Well, how high can they jump? I know they can jump pretty high.
It's a bit higher than normal.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say like 2 full floors.
Yeah. Because I was thinking like if it goes to like artillery or whatever, if you go on top of the wall, you could be safe. The only way they get up there is through the zip line, so only one person has to guard the zip line.
Yeah.
But yeah, could be interesting.
I need to win as a human.
Is Crypto in it?
Yeah, you can be Crypto.
I wonder if Crypto's little thingy actually sees the shadows.
Drone?
I don't
Drone.
know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Kind of interesting.
Indeed.
And then I was reading reports because there's this the guy throwing the event for the Halloween. Revenant is his name. He's going to be the next hero, maybe.
Yeah, I seen that.
Or legend or whatever.
It's another robot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's
Robot likes to party?
well, no, I guess it's apparently the lore I think was it's like the first robot that was imprinted with a human.
Homo. Oh, never mind. Yes. Sapien.
Yeah.
Homo sapien.
Gay!
So I don't know. Maybe it was a past legend that died, and then they just put his body inside a robot. I'm not 100% sure on
Like
it.
what we did with Ronald Reagan.
Exactly. You know, it's just a head.
Yes.
Floating. In a pickle jar.
Magic
Anyway.
bullet.
But yeah, so I've heard that, but I haven't heard any confirmations on that.
Yeah, I think it's
But-
all speculation.
Yeah, but I haven't heard. I was actually shocked when I heard it because Crypto didn't even come out yet, and there was speculation that was the next hero. Well, after what's called, I'm like, they haven't even released freaking Crypto yet, and we're already getting speculation on what the next fucking hero is.
Well, they were talking about Watson pretty early on,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
but
There's one or two other people in their game files that people are thinking might be other heroes. I don't know.
yeah, we'll see. And then the other crazy thing, I don't know if any of you guys play Fortnite.
I saw the story.
I saw a video.
They put it down. They took it down for the end of season 9. 10, end of season 10. And everyone just assumed season 11 would pick up immediately. But instead, when you logged in, you stared at a black hole.
Yep. It even triggered Lady Gaga to go, what is Fortnite?
Exactly. So it was a PR stunt that people were speculating kind of backfired on them. Because pretty much everyone then jumped to Apex. Because Apex just came out with their new season, so
Yeah.
it kind of poor timing on their part.
I mean, it got everybody talking.
You're
You got
talking
people
about
talking about it, but a lot of people jumped off of it because they just went to a different Battle Royale game.
Which is fair. I wouldn't wait around, 2 hours?
24.
24? No,
Down
fuck
for
that. Like, I
Yeah.
barely play as it is.
It's down for an entire day.
It's a little strange.
People were speculating that they're probably supposed to last longer, but they realized that, players just said, fuck you,
They
it's a
wanted
different game.
Play a fucking game and not stare at a fucking hole.
I know, it's crazy, right? It's
Welcome to the
crazy.
24-hour Black Hole stream!
That's right.
We'll be playing
Woo.
Chris Cornell, and you'll be looking at the Black Hole Sun.
Well, they did do that.
They played the Black Hole Sun
Well,
song?
no, they streamed it on their official channel or whatever.
No, well, that's good for them.
Yeah.
Nobody wants 100 fucking streams of that.
But I don't know why
Unless
you
they
would want
play
to.
Chris Cornell.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Black Hole Sun!
Won't you go?
It's probably a good thing he's dead. He wouldn't want to hear that.
No, nobody wants to hear that. I wish I was dead. Every day.
Yeah. But I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know how it's gonna be interesting to see. I guess what the streaming numbers will be for today, because that was the
Probably
first day it
high.
came back.
Yeah, it probably peaked a little bit because if you think about it, at least everyone's gonna have that interest. Okay, why did you take it down for 24 hours?
Right.
If they logged in and it sucked, they may have jumped right back out. Like, all right, I'm done with your bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. Like, we're talking about it, but I don't want to hear about it for another month, and I don't intend to.
He's right.
Yeah, I hate.
It's going to go back right under my radar.
I don't get it.
Right under the fucking thing.
Shitty game.
Dead.
Shitty game.
Hashtag
Shit game.
shit game.
Get it trending.
That's right.
Do it.
Worldwide.
Just sue them, guys. Everyone else is.
Now, I know this is usually a gaming forum, but there was an interesting note for WWE this week. It actually came out today. 4 months ago, WWE decided to hire executive producers for each show that would report directly to Vince McMahon in order so Vince McMahon could start focusing on the XFL.
Okay.
Paul Heyman was assigned to Raw.
We're doing that again?
Fuck! I completely forgot he's doing the XFL.
Yeah. So Paul Heyman was assigned to Monday Night Raw, and Eric Bischoff, the former WCW head, was assigned to Friday Night SmackDown.
All right. Monday and Friday.
They released Eric Bischoff today after 2 episodes on Fox.
Wrecked.
And brought in Bruce Pritchard, who used to be... he's been there for like 40 years.
So did you see that the XFL released their quarterbacks?
Yes, which is an interesting note because Vince McMahon was essentially with the hiring of the executive producers and of course Triple H doing the NXT farm system program.
Right.
Was supposed to be distancing himself from that so he can focus more on the XFL.
Mm-hmm.
But fired the guy he had in place for 4 months, who didn't really work until like this month.
Right.
Who just moved to Connecticut as well. He lived in Wyoming, drove all the way to Connecticut. 4 months later, fired.
Not cool.
Just 4 minutes, man.
4 months.
Oh.
Well, you know who didn't get 4 months? Anthony Scaramucci.
It's true.
Sucker!
So the Mooch and Bischoff are going to do a tour.
All right. It's called the Mooch Off.
It's going to call it 16 weeks. And he's going to go over what he did. But anyway, I thought it was an interesting note because Eric Bischoff was influential during that 90s boost in wrestling, where it was WCW versus WWF. He was running the WCW show. That was kicking the WWF's ass at the time. And two episodes into Fox, the numbers dipped. It went from like a 3.8 rating to a 2.8 rating, and he was fired this week.
It's a million, right?
Yeah, about 1 million viewers were lost.
Oh. I thought it was stars. My bad.
No,
No, that's the subscription service.
yeah. But 1 million viewers were lost between the first initial episode, which should have seen a boost because it was the first episode on Fox, and they kept saying they were going to do all kinds of shit.
Right.
Into the first night of the draft, which sucked. And then he was let go. About WWE?
Oh, good
Okay.
thing. Good thing you walked away then.
I know, he does this a lot.
I got
Usually when the
something to-
conversation starts dying out,
got
he needs a
something to
beer.
say.
And he walks over like, ooh, I'm going to get a beer. And then he walks away, and it's like, well, we have nothing to fill the...
Oh, well, I thought you guys were going to talk about
We are. Did you join the fantasy XFL?
No.
Are you gonna?
I don't know.
Because I want
In?
Shere Khan as my quarterback.
Sure. Then yes, I will go in.
All right.
I did see they announced the quarterbacks for each team for the XFL.
Okay.
Did you know any of them?
McCowan. He was on the Eagles for... He was on the practice squad last year?
But I thought it was interesting that, like...
I believe he came in 2000, the league in 2012, drafted by...
Suddenly knows the history of this man.
I believe.
He's married
he-
to his lovely wife Abigail for
Yeah.
14 years.
And then he kind of bounced around for a while.
I found it interesting
Like a
that
pinball.
But he's the only one I recognize.
there was no like
Asian.
Kaepernick,
Ka-
Locke.
The Kaepernick wanted too much money is the problem. Like,
You know that? You talked to him? He was agent?
all the tweets and stuff, they went back and forth. He said he wasn't going to play with them unless he made at least $10 million.
It's a startup league, dude.
And that's why he's not fucking playing.
God, like, are you making money now? You can only do so many Afro commercials.
Yeah.
He's got the friggin' Nike just gave him that big fucking that guy's making more money than you can shake.
Nike is in China too. No Nike. You guys heard? No Nike, no Blizzard. Come on.
Nike's not allowed in China?
No, they are.
They're backing China.
They're
They
they're
are?
pro China.
So this man who wants the freedom to take a knee during a football game is working for a company that's saying fuck Hong Kong's freedom.
That's right, and that's why he wanted
Whoa!
10 million.
What a hypocrite! I feel like we should spend the next 30 minutes on why the fuck that's hypocritical.
I never actually followed that through, but yeah, you're right. Never
That is
thought about
some bullshit. You sat there and took a stand, and you got that deal with Nike because everybody should have a voice, and then Nike goes, except Hong Kong.
Boom.
And you think you have the moral high ground? You should
Yes.
resign from Nike.
That's right.
Again.
Just go on the next commercial for them and take a knee.
You should. That is some bullshit. That's a
Yeah.
man saying, fuck Hong Kong.
Not cool.
Okay, we'll take it.
Not cool.
That's some
Kaepernick.
Not
bullshit.
cool.
That's some hypocritical bullshit right
It
there.
is very hypocritical.
I mean, I'm a white guy,
agree.
so I have no dog in any of this fight.
No.
Oh, God, I thought of a really racist joke in my head. I'll tell you off air.
Oh, fair joke. Okay, guys.
But seriously, that's kind of really fucked up.
It is very much so, but
It's not cool.
yeah, I didn't actually follow it through like that. But yeah, that is true.
Like, you're all pissed off that America won't
Now
change.
somebody needs to go and like tell all the goddamn trolls on the internet that, and then
No.
they'll get fired off from Nike.
Should totally be a hashtag cancel Kaepernick, because that's
Right.
what we do these days. You can cancel me, but I got nothing.
Everybody will get behind it because
Right.
everybody hates him from before.
Well, yeah,
Right.
it's going to get the wrong people to get behind it, and then it makes it like
Say
a moot
what?
point. So it's like, we've discussed this before.
Right.
You've got somebody who, like, wants to help you, but when they help you, it's a negative kind of help.
Like
even
Trish.
We're going to use names.
Damn.
But no, I'm just saying, it's like, oh, this argument's going great until you back me, and it's like, great. Even though we're right, you just took me down a peg.
Just one
Because
peg.
it's you.
Just one
So
peg.
that's like
It's like
people
Gibby
going,
agreeing with you.
hey, cancel Kaepernick, and then like the KKK comes out and goes, that guy's got a great idea, and it's like, no. Anybody but you can agree with me. Because then you're just fucked. Because now it's like, fuck, those guys agree with me.
Right.
Ouch.
You don't want endorsed by the KKK
Yeah.
on your resume.
And Trump retweeting you, it's like, well, this has just gotten away from me.
It did.
I'm sorry, I'll go cancel myself.
I'm done.
I think he's using that as a moral immunity because he knows
Moral.
the liberals won't go after him.
Whoa.
Yep. And any Republican that does, he's a Republican who's already mad.
That's right.
Exactly. So he's just living in his house, I assume, laying on his afro,
Mansion.
raking it in.
With
Right.
his oriental rugs and his Chinese
Oh.
vases,
And his
vases,
iPhones.
and his iPhones.
The
See my
debate's
new
on
iPhone?
tonight.
It's a lovely
I got it
iPhone.
from China.
Yeah.
Fuck Kaepernick. Free Hong to bet
The
whoever.
presidential debate's actually tonight.
Let's
What?
find Coney. You mean the Democrat side? I wanted to record it, but
There's fucking 12 of them now. How the hell
That's
are they
better than 20.
multiplying?
They had 20.
Last
They had
last
20.
one they only had 10.
It was
That's-
10 and 10 2 nights. I thought.
No, it was 10 and 10,
July?
10 and 10. Then it was
That's 20.
just 10.
Okay, so there was the
And
third
now-
just 10.
are you talking
Yeah.
about that town hall thing?
Oh, was that the gay
It
thing?
was
No
in
offense.
Texas. It was in Texas.
The homosexual
It
thing.
was the homosexual thing.
Right, hit the buttons.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is it offensive?
No,
But it was the
about
CNN
that.
town
It's
hall
not like-
where they had to talk about gay rights, and like only
It was
one
like
was
fucking 2.5 hours. It was a brutal one.
Why
and
don't
only
you-
one was qualified to talk about it, but he fucked up.
Booty change?
Yep.
What do you do?
Apparently, he came out all awkward and just didn't know what to do with his hands.
Same thing he did when he was 15. Boom! Came out awkward.
Damn, that's true. Ohio.
Anyway,
Illinois.
but yeah, so that's tonight. I forgot about that. They need to like really start chopping down there.
Yeah.
It's really down to like 5. There's other ones that just keep stealing money from people.
There's the woman, the old man.
Well, you're talking the other old man who's Larry David. Larry David.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot the number one old man. Because I just
the breather. He just kind of gets up behind and just.
We got
right.
Sanders, Warren,
Biden,
everybody forgets.
Kamala, and
Yang.
Is she up there?
Buttigieg.
Yang.
Is
Kamala,
They
Yang
all
more
have
than
like
like 3%?
3%.
They have 2%.
Milk.
Yeah, but
In the
Yang's
fridge.
actually projected number 3.
Hashtag Yang
In
Gang.
Vegas.
Fox News. Vegas.
Yeah,
He's probably buffering his own odds.
We looked up the betting odds.
I
Don't worry.
I wouldn't trust anything Vegas says. They elected a dead Republican that one time.
Yeah, because they have number 1 is Biden, number 2 is Warren, number 3 is actually Yang, and then
And number 4 is actually Mace Windu.
no,
Still alive.
It's the Texas. No.
Beto.
Yeah, Beto. I
The
think it
Texas.
was.
Okay, well,
They-
Vegas odds,
Biden.
that's hard.
So no, there's no Sanders at all.
Sanders after his medical scare,
Heart attack.
just died.
I mean, he's fine. Everybody, don't.
Just died off the
He
polling.
skipped the
yeah.
gay thing, and that's why they got
Yeah.
mad.
He's
But-
recovering.
So, he could have via satellite.
I guess.
No, he was in the debate I watched.
Then that was
There
the
was
one
only
in July.
10. There was only 10 people on the
Well,
stage.
as we know, you need the
10
vote
one
of the
day,
gays.
10 the next day.
That's why Frank
Right.
Klein did not win his comedy competition. He did not have the vote of the gays.
That's right.
In fact, he got the opposite vote of that.
Correct. He was shunned in the gay community, much like. Never mind.
Did
Just
you see
like
Joker?
women.
No.
Oh wait, no.
Did you-
That doesn't
okay.
work either.
So we walked out of the movie Joker.
Well, you
and-
walked out.
Well, no. We watched the whole thing, but when we got out and we did our usual let's gather in a circle and talk about it, we all went, that was Frank Klein, right?
Was he there?
No.
Okay.
And then when we're sitting around the campfire, and Frank Klein is somebody who's been on the show several times. He's the one with the autism jokes that gave us in that whole autism episode.
Unfortunately.
He's sitting around the campfire and goes, so Joker, that was me, right? I was like, I fucking said that.
Yeah.
So then you guys saw Joker?
No.
No, I was gonna, and then Trish was like, "No, I didn't like it," and I was like, "I don't care."
That makes sense.
Is it too cerebral?
If you knew nothing about Batman, you would not have known it was a comic book movie.
Okay.
It's a mentally challenged movie.
So
I'm
Gibby
fucked.
should see it.
No.
You might get ideas.
Ooh.
It's a guy who legitimately it's basically talking about social decay and how they turned their back on somebody with a legit mental problem, and since he couldn't get help or financing through the government, he just kind of lost it.
They already made that movie. It's called I Am Sam.
Yes, but as Robert Downey Jr. said, never go full retard.
That's right. I never saw the movie.
Oh, you never seen Tropic Thunder?
Sorry, everybody.
Come on.
Cool.
Well, we have to educate you at some point. Before
Anyway.
the war broke out, I was a saucier in San Antonio.
Woo.
Kick you up some collard greens. Hey, what do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? It's a great movie. Watch
That's
it.
That's right.
Very quotable.
that's right. Is they have that on Stars?
It was on Netflix. Like every other month it comes back.
Okay, I'll check it out.
You have to. It's one of my top 5.
I do have Netflix. Did you watch El Camino?
I did. Did you watch it? You watch Breaking Bad?
No.
You don't watch Breaking Bad?
I never finished it.
Why do you do this when you talk?
Oh, because he's gonna tell us like, oh, did you guys watch Dear White People?
I finished that.
Of course you did.
Disenchanted. Finished that too.
But yes, it was really good.
I liked it.
I was a little disappointed.
Did you want?
Yep.
Zombies.
Yes. I wanted things that were kind of obvious not to be kind of obvious.
Was there still blue meth?
No.
No.
Oh,
There's
what
actually
the fuck?
No meth whatsoever in it.
True.
Well, he fucked up.
Well,
He didn't learn anything.
I thought it was.
I'm going to dismiss him and move on.
I thought it was so. Do you know what happened in real life? The guy that plays the vacuum salesman.
Oh, yeah, that
He
sucks.
died the day it came out.
Arthur Petrelli from Heroes.
Just to protect the location of Jesse Pinkman.
He did. We will never know where he went.
Died.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now he's up in Oric Heaven,
Yes.
or as I like to call it, Alberta, Canada. We know where you are. What's his name?
Pinkman.
I only know him as Arthur Petrelli from Heroes.
We know where you are, Arthur. We know.
Petrelli.
Petrelli. I got my eye on you.
Yeah. But I thought it was really good. It didn't feel like Breaking Bad. I know it was elements of, like, it's obviously Breaking Bad.
Right.
But it was not what Breaking Bad was.
Right.
Because, again, there was really no drugs.
Pretty much.
There was a lot of flashback sequences, which I thought was cool.
Except for Todd. He's such a dumbass.
That
and cruel.
actor is just like a retarded Matt Damon.
Yeah.
And, like
like
Matt
it.
Damon's already retarded. So
Right.
that's how low it is. But it's... Yeah, he's just such an awkward character in everything.
I like it.
And he just does the stupidest and meanest shit, but he acts like,
But we get some pizza.
Right.
Pizza guys.
What? Thanks for helping me bury that lady.
Yeah. Give me the gun bag. We'll go get pizza. No, shoot him. Like, what the fuck? But I thought it was pretty poetic that Jesse, and I didn't even I read some article about it, and his wardrobe really defined who he was in the movie. He wears lighter colors at the beginning of Breaking Bad because he's still somewhat kind of pure and innocent. As innocent as you can be being a drug dealer.
I was going to say, yeah.
But by the time you get to El Camino, he's in all black. And by the end of it, he's wearing white again.
I did not notice that.
I kind of noticed it, but then I read the article and went, oh, yeah, that definitely makes sense now that I think about it. So it was interesting that they took that kind of detail, as well as the moments they chose to flash back to. Like, at least the time periods that they were flashing back to.
Right, because Walt was, I think, somewhere in season 2. Somebody was saying.
After season 2, after they got stuck in the desert, and then he had to drop him off at the airport.
Okay.
Mike was obviously towards the end of the series.
Yeah.
Which started the movie, and then obviously Jessica Jones, whoever the fuck her name was in that movie. What a show.
That bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apartment 23.
And I completely forgot, even though they showed it, like in a recap of like the teddy bears floating in the pool, the airplane incident.
Oh.
I completely forgot about that.
It's a big point.
I know that, and I was like really mad at myself, like, oh shit, again, that happened because of what Walt did. Like, it was a chain reaction.
Right. I only saw it for the first time, I want to say like a year and a half ago. I watched the whole series, and I'd never seen it. So I remember it.
It's
maybe
really,
that's the only why.
it's really good.
It's good. It didn't fall off at the end like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Or Lost might have. It's consistent all the way through. It's a good series.
And the prequel, Better Call Saul's been really good.
Haven't seen an episode.
It's not bad. It's more dark humor.
I got about halfway through season 1. I was like, this ain't that great.
That's because you don't have taste.
Fuck
But
you.
Boom.
Nick Cage is Ghost Rider and Dear White People. Fuck out of here.
That's right.
Spanish solo.
Solo.
But even the El Camino, I thought was a good swan song for Jesse. And a nice, like, any open-ended questions I feel like I had coming out of the show were finalized in that.
Finalized.
It was a good pin in the cushion.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Oh, that's the right term.
Woohoo.
One show I did start watching, and I'm on season 4, episode 1,
4, episode 1.
Dexter.
Oh, yeah, you talked about
Laboratory?
this already.
No.
Oh,
Have you ever watched it? The Killer?
Okay. Well, I haven't watched the one with what's his
Showtime?
name?
Michael Hall? I don't know what his
It's not
middle
him.
name is. Because there's a Michael Anthony
C?
Hall and then Michael C. Hall. I want to say it's C.
I
Yay.
think it's C. Haven't seen
Have
it.
you seen Dexter?
Episode here and there, not really.
Powerpuff Girls?
All the time.
Count you.
He has the dolls.
That's right. All of them.
Why are they sticky?
Just buttercup.
Don't ask.
But I've been very interested in that.
I heard that also falls off at the end.
Yeah, Greg
But-
told me that. But it's been good stuff to 4.
Yeah, but if you're binging it, it might not be as bad.
Oh yeah, you don't get that, like, it's not lost. When you
Yeah.
sat there and waited the whole thing, it's like, oh, it's religion. Like season 2, and they go, no, it's not that. And then when you get to season 6, it's religion.
And a polar
That's
bear.
right.
And a polar bear.
Fuck you.
It's the same thing with Game of Thrones. Like,
Yeah.
they chug you along, and then
Yeah.
at least when you're binging it, it's like it doesn't like fall as like, oh fuck, I just wasted all this time on it.
Years. Instead of years, it was like I wasted maybe a year.
Right.
Or a few months.
Or a month. Or a week. Or a
If
day.
you're that aggressive at Game of Thrones, more power to you. I've tried to rewatch that whole thing through. I make it to where they kill Ned and I went, I don't want any more of this. Baratheon's not here. Ned's dead. I'm done.
Season 1.
It's best
That's
characters.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Watch season 1 8 times.
That's right.
I'm there. I'm like 3. So, because like you get to the end of season 1, you're like, I don't want to go through the whole Joffrey bullshit again. because I know he's gonna get what's coming to him, but it takes too fucking long, and I don't want to deal with that.
That's right.
It was good when you're watching it, though.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is that comeuppance moment,
Fucking kill him now!
and then you get
So
to,
many times, you could have got him!
yeah,
But he kind of died in a weird way.
poison.
Yeah, I know. I
So
kind of
weird.
want it to be worse than that, though.
Right? You're happy he's gone, but he didn't suffer enough. He just kind of
No.
choked, then he was out.
Yeah, like
Thanks,
I wanted
George.
someone to just start cutting off appendages
Exactly.
and let him just sit there. Like
I
your
want it to
head will
be like
last.
the Hounds. You're slowly getting burned alive.
Yeah, the Hound has been through some bullshit,
Yes.
That's right.
That's what he needed to go through.
but you like the Hound.
At the end. Not at the
I
beginning.
liked him from the beginning. I was like, I gotta identify with this guy. Fuck people.
Fuck people.
That's right.
Well, anyway, that's kind of all I got. I know that's rough.
I said I had 2 more stuff.
What do you have?
So did you see AMC's doing a
Pass.
streaming service?
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
saw it in a chat, but did not actually click the link. Do you
Yeah.
have details?
So it looks like they worked with every major movie studio. Even them. Even
They
the
are
mouse.
the major movie studio. Everybody else is B+ players.
But to actually have all their movies. So it's not going to be any shows or anything. It's literally just going to be a movie-based subscription. And it looks like they're going to have some of the stuff that's even in theaters on it as well.
And you go to the theater, or is this
No,
something you'll have
it's
at home?
It's a streaming service. So that I don't know if you have to pay for the streaming service is the first problem.
Probably.
But it looks like you have to pay per movie.
Okay.
So it's sort of like you're renting it.
So instead of going to the movie theater, you can actually watch it at home?
Correct. It's basically what it looks like they're trying to do, but it's going to have all the major players in it, and they're going to have a very large back catalog, so if you want to watch anything. But the problem is, even the old shit, you have to pay like $2 to watch.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's rented. That was one of the questions, the article I read. If it's rented or if you technically own it at that point.
I would assume rent.
Yeah, or else they lose a lot
but
of money with password sharing.
and then we don't know at what point also that you could watch the stuff that's in theaters.
Right. They might put like
The ones that they
month on
announce
it.
that you can watch on it are stuff that are like towards the end, basically.
Like they're in their final week or two.
Yeah, well, or
Maybe final month.
I was gonna say they released like 6 weeks ago, I guess, maybe a month, 4 to 6 weeks ago. So they're kind of towards the tail end. So in
right.
theory, when you look at how movie theaters get paid, they get majority of the money the first week, and then as it progresses down, the movie theater makes more and more.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's got something to do with that. But I thought it was interesting. I don't know if you guys.
I think
heard
it's
any
very
of
interesting considering AMC here doesn't play much because it's a smaller theater.
it. Mhm.
Right.
You only get like maybe 4 or 5 movies.
You only get the
Like top
big,
tier
the big
shit.
tier
Yeah.
ones, and then even they aren't even in the
Like,
theater that long.
When fucking Endgame came out, it was that and maybe 2 other movies because they had Endgame on so many fucking screens.
Yeah.
So then, like, if you're looking for something that was coming around that time, you had to go either all the way to fucking Voorhees, Cherry Hill. And
I was
it's
gonna
like,
say
fuck that.
Lowe's.
Yeah, you had to go all the way up to Cherry Hill.
Yeah.
Like anytime you want a Fathom event,
Or
Dragon
you-
Ball,
or
all
you
the
could-
Dragon Ball stuff.
Yeah, or you can go to probably United.
Yeah.
On 130.
But you always had to go to one of those larger venues.
Yeah.
So for us who live in the Deptford area, that might be viable.
But yeah, so I
Interesting
thought
to
that was
see.
kind of interesting. I thought you would have looked into it already since you have all those streaming thingies.
It's in the link. Well, right now all I'm paying for is WWE.
You're not playing for Netflix?
It came with the cable.
Boom.
It was getting canceled.
It was getting
Yeah, there was
canceled.
no way I was gonna keep it.
Huh.
I probably would have watched El Camino and that would have been it. Maybe did a free trial when Glow came back.
And let me think. My other story. Were you on my next story?
Sure.
So this one's more of a discussion question.
All right, guys.
Unfortunately.
See you next week.
So I don't know if you guys have been hearing about all the movie peoples, but Spielberg, I guess, came out a couple weeks
Gay?
ago, saying that
Say that?
Wow, that is insensitive, Steven.
I'm not seeing any of your movies.
Yeah, fuck Schindler's List.
that that Marvel is killing the movie industry.
No, they just need to make better movies.
I saw Spielberg said that. I don't know.
I thought it was Scorsese.
He said that.
Was it?
No,
Somebody
Spielberg
asked.
said it, and then there's so many people jumping on this. Like half the people are saying And then there's people that are saying that it's Netflix that is killing the industry.
These are people who are not being hired by either of them.
Yeah.
True.
And I read an article today that's saying that basically movie theaters are the ones killing the industry.
So everybody's killing the industry.
Yeah.
Except China.
Spielberg,
Exactly.
who has to get like $1 million every time somebody just says his name.
Listen, Spielberg, shut the
$1 million.
fuck up. I don't have
Yeah.
$1 million.
We owe him a lot of money right now.
$2 million.
You made some fine movies in your time.
Yeah, move on.
Now you're out of the limelight.
Out of the way,
Retire to your
dinosaur.
mansion. Lay down on your afro. That's Kaepernick.
Yeah, nobody wants your Indy 5.
Yeah.
Beat it. You're not even going to direct it. You're just going to produce it. What are you, James Cameron?
Just beat it.
I'm just going to put my name on the fucking Terminator movie and hope it makes money this time?
And it will,
Probably.
but
It will.
still. You know what's killing the industry? Terminator movies.
Yeah, or these
Right.
producers that have to take a chunk of it by just saying, I put my name on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Who would do that? My name on it?
It is. You are the producer.
But
Killing the
yeah, so there's a
podcast.
lot of
right.
talk going around about it because I guess people are saying the quality of movies are going down.
In their opinion.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's a lot of opinions out there.
Well,
Some
I
people
mean,
are saying it's because
what-
even shows are getting better, so therefore it's
Well, yeah, they're
trying to
13-hour movies
compete.
now.
yeah they're
Yeah.
trying to compete with things that
Well,
it's
like-
interesting.
When they say quality's going down, do they mean like because your Academy Awards aren't getting ratings anymore, you're getting butthurt?
Well, if you look at what was
He's
winning,
the head of the Academy.
yeah. But I'm just trying to say, like the Academy Awards have always favored
Sucked.
shit that no one in the real world actually watches.
Ever. So this has been a problem since like the 80s.
Yeah, Moonlight. Not because they're black.
Yeah.
But
It's them. This is not a joke.
but now if you look at it, it's like everyone's jumping on these really triple A. I mean, I'm gonna go to a gaming reference, but a triple A fucking title basically, which is currently it's the Mouse.
You're welcome.
With Star Wars, Marvel, fucking you name any of the big fucking things they're doing. I mean,
Rehashing their animated stuff into live action.
yeah, I mean it's insanity what they're doing. But,
Sequeling things that should not have gotten sequels.
yeah,
Toy Story 4.
Yeah,
Frozen 2.
but if you look at basically everything that's coming out, it's nothing's really as
Every other month's a Disney movie
yeah,
of some sort.
Yeah.
But there's not as many like
DreamWorks.
works out there that are like trying to push an agenda.
Stole half my words.
Tarantino's still out there.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but I haven't. But also, didn't Scorsese just pick? It had to be they were blaming Marvel because Scorsese just did a deal with Netflix.
Well, Spielberg blamed it on Marvel, yes.
That's fair. Scorsese might have as well because I know he just did a deal with Netflix.
What did he
It's The Irishman or something,
Okay, yeah.
and it's got Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro. Basically, he's rehashing something he's already done.
Exactly.
Hey, you're killing the industry there.
Yeah, it's killing the industry when you're not creative. Meanwhile, Mortal Engines didn't do well.
Boom.
Wait,
I liked it.
Is that the city one?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Same, but it didn't do well.
It's not that great, but it wasn't that bad.
Right.
That's the point.
As of 2 days ago, Scorsese takes aim again at Marvel at an Irishman press conference.
Damn!
So
Shut the hell up, Scorsese.
you just butthurt because they haven't said, "Hey, can you
Butthurt.
direct Thor for us?" And they went with
Seriously.
Taki Watiti or whatever the fuck his name is. Taki.
Right.
Which
Taco
I
Tuesday.
really want to see his movie Jojo Rabbit, where he plays an imaginary Hitler. I think that'll be fucking great.
There's nothing wrong with
There
that.
you go.
Have you seen the previews for it? You when we get done the show, trailer the Jojo Rabbit. It's fucking hilarious.
Jojo Rabbit, I'm watching you.
All right. Here's Scorsese's call to all the theaters, and I think we should listen to it.
Says the man who's doing his thing on Netflix.
Theaters have become an amusement park. It's not cinema, it's something else. He recommends all theaters step up and show films like The Irishman and stop showing Marvel-style blockbusters because they don't want $1 billion. They want the 100,000 Irishman tickets
Well-
for the 5 people that might see it on Tuesday.
He's jealous because way back in the 90s, Goodfellas was that blockbuster.
True.
And the dynamic shifted that people were like, you know what? I'm tired of your mafia mob style fucking movies.
I'm not. But
I mean, I'll see it.
right, but Ray Liotta looks like crap now. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly.
He's like 90% wax
Right.
Well-
more than a candle.
and a Chantix.
So I guess my question to you guys would be: is aren't you guys getting kind of burnt out by all the superhero?
No.
DC, yes.
Night Monkey.
Sorry.
DC can stop. I'll be fine. Marvel, you do your thing, boo.
That's right. Night
All
Monkey
right.
2020.
Well,
I think it's getting kind of crazy, personally.
you have a 9-month break before Marvel.
Yeah.
9-month break. 9 months. That's it, guys.
That's huge.
I guess.
Considering 3 movies a year, your last one was Spider-Man in July, your next one's in May, and it's Black Widow, which probably will not perform that great.
Because she's a... Never mind.
Yeah, because
I
it's
bet
a
you
weird
it
side.
might
It'll
do
still
well,
do. It'll still do
because
well
they
in terms of
haven't
movies.
had anything. So I
Yeah.
bet you it'll probably do much better than you're actually thinking it's going to.
Well, it's not gonna be Endgame. That's pretty much what I'm saying.
Right. It won't hit
It's
a
not
billion.
gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna break a billion.
Yeah.
Which their last 3 have done, or 3 out of 4 have done. Spider-Man, Endgame, Black Panther,
And not...
not Captain Marvel.
I thought
Oh,
both Avengers.
woman.
Oh no, Captain Marvel did, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
It took a hell of a long
She
time.
broke
Yeah, she
the
did.
glass ceiling. Boom. Hashtag...
So I don't think Black Widow will be a $1 billion movie,
It's a flashback.
especially because Hong Kong,
We'll see.
they told them to go fuck themselves.
That's true.
It's true.
How does that tie in?
I have no idea.
Go to hell, China.
I don't remember.
There
them
will be no China market.
I don't remember them going after Disney.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Give it time.
Water's
All
churning.
right.
Until Scarlett Johansson's doing her press tour, go. I really think it's appalling what they do over there. Oh, no Black Widow for you. No. Soup Nazi.
That was Soup Nazi.
Yeah, that's German.
Yeah.
Banned from there too now. But I kind of get his point.
Uh-huh.
To me, it's jealousy because all of their movies were the blockbusters of the 90s. And it just migrated to Marvel in 2010 and higher.
My only thing is I feel like there is a much broader movie base out there to where like you could watch like something of anything. Now it's just like your Marvel or nothing. There's not much else other coming out. Like
Not
if you,
true, though. You don't see it.
Yeah.
Disney is pushing way harder on the advertising,
That's true.
but there's plenty of stuff out there.
Yeah, there's The Irishman.
Well,
exactly.
there's a new-
Secret Life of Pets 2.
There's that new Ed Norton movie coming out. It's another like timepiece period from like
I don't know what that is.
there's a movie about
I know there's an anime coming out. The Addams Family
animated.
animated.
It's already out.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's already out.
Anime.
But there's
Oh, I
also
thought
a-
it came out next. I thought it come out next Tuesday.
There's a Tesla movie coming out with Benedict Cumberbatch where he plays Tesla.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, which this is all interesting stuff, but they are not advertising nearly on the scale of Disney. So if anything, they're being cheap and not pushing their product.
Damn.
I could not tell you when The Irishman comes out. I want to see it,
Maybe
but I could not tell you when it comes out.
maybe they can't stand up to the mouse. Maybe the market is getting overwhelmed in advertisement alone.
That's right.
Do we need more ads in media?
Fuck, YouTube does all the time.
That's true.
How much does an ad cost on fucking YouTube? It has to be dirt cheap because there are some really fucking stupid
Alright.
commercials.
So my thing with
That's true.
YouTube is now is it me or is it now there's 2 ads before you watch
Oh,
a
there is.
fucking
There is.
movie?
And there's no, like, it's maybe every 8th video you can skip the ad.
What the fuck, YouTube?
It's rough.
I'm
Bullshit.
Sorry. Yeah.
Here's what we need for an advertisement. Pugsley Adams, Naruto running through the mansion in the anime Adams Family adaptation.
I like it.
But I just, like, I see Scorsese's point. Sorry. It's not an equal playing field because the mouse has that resource. He has the big 40, in my opinion.
Right.
He's got his own arsenal, his Marvel arsenal, and a Star Wars arsenal. And he pretty much said,
Well, let's
Star
be
Wars winner.
realistic. No. Fucking Star Wars is basically dead.
it'll still break $1 billion.
It
Yeah.
will.
Are you going to see it? So it's not dead. You have
Fuck
bitched
you,
about
Mouse.
it for 2 fucking years, and we're going to AC to see this opening night in IMAX. So we're not even paying basic ticket level prices. We're going for the IMAX ticket price.
Boom.
So you can't call it dead.
That's right.
But this will probably be the last one I see.
That's because it's the last one they're making.
Well, even if they do another trilogy, I probably the last one I see, unless the first.
The next one, the rumored villain is Darth Malekith. Darth Malek from the Old Republic video games.
I'll wait
Didn't play it.
for it to
Mhm.
release and see what the reviews are before I see that one.
You have Xbox, right?
One.
It's on that.
Alright.
You should try it.
But that's just me.
You will. You said you weren't going to see Rise of Skywalker.
Shut up.
You're already talking about, like, all right, we're doing AC, right?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
right?
you even said that. I can
I
see what's being
gotta
pushed.
finish it, man. I gotta finish it strong, and then fuck that franchise.
Yep, until he watches The Mandalorian November 12th on Disney+.
That might fucking
Can't wait
do
for it.
And then binges Rebels because he's been waiting for years to watch that.
I
Hashtag.
know.
He's not done with Star Wars.
He's out.
Stop listening to those assholes.
But I get Scorsese's point. You gotta put it's just not it's a different audience. These are everybody who's watching movies now are the kids that grew up with it as an animated feature on TV.
Right.
That to see this stuff come to life is what they want. Everybody who watched their films probably were racist and had gangsters.
And are dead now.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah. So just move
A lot
aside.
of them.
Yeah.
To me, it just sounds like they're probably jealous that Kevin Feige has and goes, "Hey, do you want to make $1 billion?"
Yeah, exactly.
That's really what it sounds like. Because they're probably way too expensive, and they're taking these chances on newer directors who are knocking it out of the fucking park.
Boom.
Yeah, that is true. But fuck them all.
Fair enough. Well, that has been our show for this week. Let's go around the horn and see what everybody's doing. It's probably not much, but I'm sure we have some plugs. Gibby, what's on your mind?
Please, guys, email me at dacemanshow@gmail.com.
.com.
Also, if you go to our t-shirt place,
tpublic.com/user/The Dace Man Show.
you'll get 35% off. That is $13 tees, $30 hoodies, $20 phone cases.
Is that with the off?
Booyah! No, that is with it off.
35% off.
35% off. So normally it's $20. You get a tee for $13. It's not actually bad.
How long has it been running for?
Good point. Doesn't start till tomorrow, and it goes for 5 days.
Hey, that's a long time.
I may.
So end of Sunday. So you have basically from tomorrow till end of day Sunday.
If somebody reminds me, I may throw up the next day's Tackle Game for a Cause t-shirt.
I like it. What's this year's style?
Bond. James Bond.
We haven't even taken our pictures yet, though.
Well, it's true. We haven't really been around.
We need to. All right, but yeah, so 35% off. Sorry, guys.
Chris Padre.
Tune in this Saturday for Real Spider-Man. I'm fucking kidding. It's not happening.
But it will be Godzilla.
That's right. Godzilla every Saturday.
From now until the end of time.
That's right.
Godzilla.
That wasn't that.
That's the theme. Thank you for that.
Go ahead.
Follow us on Twitter at The Dace Man Show. Follow me on Twitter at The Dace Man. Follow at Not The Dace Man, who's been suspiciously quiet. So I'm sure he's going to have to take a shit soon.
That's right.
Anyway, go to youtube.com/DaceMan Show for all the archival footage, such as the entire playthrough of Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch.
Boom.
Somebody did it in one sitting.
Nice.
Hasn't touched the game since. Anyway, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/DaceMan Show. That's usually where most of our, if any, information comes out. And then come over to twitch.tv/DaceMan and Friends. Give us a little heart. Follow, subscribe. We've got perks. We've never given them out, but we've got perks.
That's right.
Mainly because I think the people who subscribe to us already have my Snapchat that I don't use anymore.
Boom. Give me Snapchat also.
That I don't know if he's ever used. Oh no, he used to at Pep Boys. Just like he would make his chin disappear. It was fun. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next Tuesday here in the basement. Same crew.
Maybe.
I'll be here. I won't be on the road.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, for the few,
For my chickens.
for the proud, and for the Dace-tacular,
What happened to the whale?
if you learned a new animal, and we will see you next Tuesday.